What's up guys, this is Vanilla, and welcome back. Now you may be wondering why I cut this to two parts. The series on the first part don't really need that much analysis. However, the series that I'm going to talk about in the second part need a lot of analyzing. What? So let's cut to the chase, shall we? Let's start off with Little Witch Academia. If you think this show is for kids just because of the art, you'd be wrong. This show revolves around a girl named Kagari Atsuko who wants to be a witch someday. And so obviously she enrolls a magic academy in order for her to be just like the witch that she admired before. Now I haven't seen the OVA, but I know for sure that this is probably one of the best shows that came out this season. It's kinda like watching Harry Potter, but in anime style. Also, watching this show kinda reminded me of the times that I watched shows like Powerpuff Girls or Samurai Jack. It reminded me so much of Cartoon Network, and that was my childhood. And watching this just reminded me so much of my childhood. Now if you haven't seen this yet, I totally recommend you watch it. Even if you're not into anime, it's actually a nice thing if you start off with this series, because it opens up to Western audiences very much. Heck, it even references Twilight and Star Wars, so you know you're gonna love it. Speaking of shows you'll love, you'll definitely like Akiba Strip the animation. Yes, I'm fully aware that this is an adaptation of the game, but doesn't necessarily mean that it can't stand out by itself. Now for those who haven't played the game, Akiba Strip basically revolves people taking off other people's clothes just to defeat them. Yes, it sounds ridiculous, but you know, Japan. Also, I can't believe nobody's talking about this. I mean, it's really hilarious and satirical. It makes fun of a lot of shows like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Street Fighter, and yet nobody really talks about it. Instead, they're talking about killing stalking. What the frick? Please, stop it with the killing stalking already! Anyway, if you haven't seen the show or you haven't played the game, I recommend that you do watch this series because it is funny. It is hilarious. It is everything that you would ever want from a comedy action anime. Speaking of action, let's talk about no, shit, no, this is Lolly Hitler. I ain't talking about Lolly Hitler. No, let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. By the way, I gave this show an 8 out of 10. Next up is Amagami the prequel, sequel, season 2, origin. Now, I don't really have much to say about this series because it's pretty much just a spin-off of Amagami. Now, I love Amagami, yes. However, I have a few issues regarding this series, and that being the main heroines. At first glance, they seem like very realistic girls. However, if you've seen a lot of romance anime, you know that's not the case. Now let me explain this. If you've watched Danganronpa 1 and Danganronpa 2, you'd notice that the characters from Danganronpa 1 are very similar to Danganronpa 2. They took the characters from Danganronpa 1 and then merged them in Danganronpa 2 to make one character. And that's basically what they did in Seiren. Overall, it was a decent series. If you're into romance anime, then I totally recommend you this one. While we're in the topic of romance, let's talk about Fuka. Fuka me right now! That has got to be the worst pun I have ever made in a video. This is a show that I would have enjoyed to the end if it weren't for the fucking spoilers. But thankfully, the anime didn't follow the manga, so fuck you, manga spoiling assholes. Now, there's not really much issue in this series. There is a lot of praise, however, because it is freaking good. The music, the animation, the characters, it's all there. If you're a fan of music, then I totally recommend you this series. However, watch out for the comment section because it is toxic as fuck. Season 2 break! Season 2, Season 2, Season 2! Season 2, Season 2, Season 2! Season 3, Season 4, Season 4! Now that's taken care of, let's talk about Masamune-kun's revenge. Holy crap! A hot guy in the harem anime? That is genius! Not only that, but he also embraces the idea that girls like him. And he uses his wife to get revenge on a girl named Adagaki Aki. A girl with the sexiest pantyhose ever, girl. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I first watched this series because the cover had Adagaki Aki show off her pantyhose. But I did not regret watching it because it was still good. up until the 8th episode or the 12th episode, I can't really remember, where, spoiler alert, this fat guy suddenly shows up and ruins everything. Yes, it was a latter episode, not episode 4 wherever you started losing your shit and dropped the anime. Seriously, don't drop the anime after episode 4 because there will be a lot of exposition that will come after, and you will love Fujino Maneko. I swear, if the story didn't revolve on Masamune and Adagaki Aki, I would ship the both of them. But that's not what the story is about, so I guess we'll just have to live with Adagaki Aki and her pantyhose. Oh yeah. Last but not least, the best anime of the season, One Room. I'm just kidding. Kuzu no Honkai, or Scum's Wish. Yes, unrequited love can be painful, but that's what NTR is for, right? Now this romantic story revolves around a girl named Hanabi who falls in love with his big brother, but it's unrequited love, so now he has to stick with this guy who also has the same position as her. Be warned, there's a lot of kissing scenes and bow chicka bow wow scenes, but it's drama, so that's pretty much expected. Now I use this as my best anime of the season, not just because Mahal is saying that it is, but also because of the story and the message that it relays to its viewers. Love can be unpredictable, love can be blind. However, it is your choice whether to face that fear of falling in love or just running away from it and then not falling in love at all. And this show performs it so dramatically that you don't even know you're watching an anime. But hey, this is basically my new Yosuke no Sora, so thank you, Winter 2017, for giving me this anime. Overall, I'd give this season a 7 out of 10. There weren't really much good series this season, except for Konosuba and Kuzu no Honkai. But I'm really looking forward to next season because there's Boku no Hero Academia, Attack on Titan. But anyway, here's the Winter 2016 Anime Roundup. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and also subscribe down there for more videos like this. As always, this is vanilla, not the flavor, but just the sweet.